So this is a demonstration of the kind of video that I want to show, create for the website. Much cleaner, but the basic idea is there. So first of all, what we're interested in is we want to show a little video to people who are thinking of applying to the REB, maybe for the first time, maybe not. But anyway, the idea is elements of applications to the REB. And before doing the application, what's really important, I think, is for people to sit back and prepare a little bit for that. And the preparation part, so we have here a visualization of the whole application process, let's say, but we'll start with just the preparation section. So preparation, there's really three basic areas to worry about with preparation. One is a design, administration approval, which is needed, and a TCPS2 certification. Oops, I don't know why it shouldn't be erasing. I want to point. Sorry about that, guys. All right. Point. Okay. So here. Design. So design is made up, research design, as anybody who's done research methods and who knows the research methods, we have target population, sampling, recruitment, data collection, and data analysis. Those are the fundamental elements of research design. Of course, you have to think about, is it quantitative, qualitative, and all that, but this is built into it. Target population, and what's important to the REB is who are your researchers, potential participants. And so that you need to think about that very clearly as researchers before you apply. Secondly, how will you choose these potential participants? You have a population, but you will not be asking, or maybe you will be asking the whole population and doing a census, but you need to tell us exactly how you'll be doing the sampling. Next, you will also be able to describe to us your recruitment method. And recruitment has to do with how will you convince potential participants to participate. And so here I put the idea of a script. So you need a script which basically will give us a very clear indication of how you will do that. And that's maybe an email address, maybe recruitment will be one-to-one, face-to-face, stopping people in the hall. Whatever it is, we need to know, and we need to know what you will be saying and doing with these people. Next, what you will be doing with participants, people who give their voluntary permission to participate, is you will be either surveying them or observing them. Whether it's a quantitative or qualitative, that sums up the different ways of collecting data. And so if you're doing a survey or some sort of an interview, then we want to see an attachment in the appendix with the interview guide or the research questions, or sorry, not the research questions, but the questions you'll be asking. Secondly, if you're doing an observational study, then I don't know why it says provide exact questions. Anyway, what methods will you be doing observing? Now, there may be some sort of a test, and that's why I think I put the questions in there, but that we might change that just a little bit. Next, we look to the data analysis. Now, data analysis has to fit with the design, what data you collected. So a lot of questions that we raise have to do with people who tell us they will collect certain data, and then their analysis doesn't fit with that, then it raises a red flag for us. So that's the design section. Administration approval, that's needed, and that usually is a letter from your chair is sufficient, or perhaps somebody higher up. Next, TCPS2 certification. So a 2-hour tutorial, that's the official line, and I've had students who've taken up to 4 hours to do that TCPS2 in research methods course that I've taught, so it could take longer. Okay, next, once you've done all the work with preparation, you will go to the application itself. And I've broken up the application, as you can see, into 5 sections. So first here is the team, the design, risks, what you'll do with raw data, and then there's just one last question for additional information. So let's take a look at the questions that are the team. And there's more than just the team here, but I kind of lumped them in to who are you, when will you be doing it, research, where will you be doing it. So it's stuff that the team will be involved in. Have you gotten other REB approval? Do you need other REB approval? Perhaps you need other REB approval before doing our REB approval. So you need to figure all that out. Funding. Do you have funding? Conflict of interest. Identify an explicit or implicit conflict of interest. And what experience do you bring? So notice that this question here is question 19, and the other questions are, all these questions are early on, the first questions, and then we have question 19, which is close to the end of the application. Research design. So we talked about research design. Within research design, you have rationale, you have the methodology, you have recruitment, letters of information of consent, which are really, really important. Again, those are attachments at the end of the application. And compensation, which I spelt wrong, which I can correct. Oops, except I'm not drawing the right thing. Compensation. Sorry. Next, potential risks. So potential risks and benefits to participants. We look at questions 11 to 13, questions 21 and question 22. And those are pretty straightforward. They're making explicit things that you know. Taking care of raw data. How will you secure privacy and of the participants, and for how long will you do so? And question 18, secondary use of data. Well, that gives you kind of a sense of what I want to do. This is already 7 minutes long, which is maybe a little bit long. We can break it up somehow. But anyway, that's all for now.